What's up, football fans? It's your boy Jay Tuck. Happy Thanksgiving. Today is Thanksgiving. It's my favorite holiday. I love Thanksgiving. Me personally, I'm not a fan of Christmas, right? I love Thanksgiving. It's just a time to kind of sit around, be around your family, be around your friends, be around your loved ones, and be thankful for what you really have. But of course, you get to watch some football. Now, it ain't going to be no good football today. Probably ain't going to be no good football today, right? Especially coming from my Dallas Cowboys. But at the end of the day, you get a chance to be thankful and sit around and enjoy your friends and family and watch some Dallas Cowboys football. But before we start, this video is brought to you by our sponsors in BetUS. I'm extremely thankful for my family. I'm extremely thankful for my health. I'm extremely thankful for you watching this. I cannot say this enough. A lot of you football fans, whether you're Cowboys fans or whether you're Eagles fan or whether you're a Commanders fan, Giants fan, or whoever, right? You give some of us content creators the platform to do what we do and do what we love. And I'm extremely thankful for you guys watching. Now let's go ahead and get into the football, the nitty gritty, right? So when it comes to Dallas Cowboys, last week we got a stunning victory. Got a stunning victory, an upset, right? It was a big upset versus the Commanders, right? Jaden Daniels and the Commanders were coming off a 2-game snide, and the Cowboys went out there with Cooper Rush and won. Now, how did they win the game? I do not know how they actually pulled that off. It was a Christmas miracle. I do not know because, listen, it took everything. It took defense getting turnovers, right? It took sacks. It took offense, Luke Schoonmaker finding a rhythm. It took Avante Turpin for the house call. It took so many different things for the Cowboys to go out there and get a victory on the road in Washington versus the Commanders and Dan Quinn and his team, right? So I'll say this. I know a lot of people are Team Tank. I know a lot of people are just like, you know what, let's go out and compete. Me personally, like I said, y'all, I want the players to go out there and compete. Always go out there and compete. But y'all know draft talk is kind of my thing, so I was kind of felt mad, but at the end of the day, I was excited and happy for the players. Wanye Thomas came out and spoke about it. A few players came like, hey, we don't tank, man. We got to lay it all on the line. Our jobs, our bodies are on the line. We don't have the chance to tank the opportunity to tank. We can't worry about draft picks. And Grant rightfully so, right? Like you saying, we can't say, yo, go ahead and tank so we can get a better player and possibly get you up out of here. Like, that's not their mindset, and it wouldn't be your mindset either. But I definitely understand the fan base who's kind of feeling about the win versus Commanders. But today, the Dallas Cowboys kick off versus the New York Giants. And, even before all the injuries and when the season really started, right, I was like, this is kind of a whack game to have on Thanksgiving, which is why I am not in Dallas. I am in my own home studio with my dabbing turkey and my dabbing family, right? I was kind of like on this game, right? But now you don't have a Dak Prescott. Daniel Jones has moved on to Minnesota, right? So you're probably going to have Tommy DeVito. I think Tommy DeVito's not going to play. They're probably going to have Drew Lock out there. Now, I will say this for the Cowboys fans watching. Drew Lock, y'all know I'm a Kansas guy, right? But Drew Lock, he's a much better quarterback than Tommy DeVito. He is a much better quarterback than Tommy DeVito. I'm not even sure why Tommy DeVito even started last week, right? But I kind of heard it was like something with the fans and they wanted to tank, and you know what I'm saying? But I will say this game will probably be a lot more competitive if Drew Lock is the quarterback. We saw Malik Neighbors kind of go out publicly, speak about the offense, not getting the ball until they're down by 30. You know what I'm saying? So Malik is starting to go into his wide receiver kind of diva bag. So I expect Brian Daboll go out there and try to get Malik Neighbors the ball early. They're going to try to get him involved early. So what I would do, I would probably go to BetUS. And I'm probably look at some of the overs from Malik Neighbors because I guarantee you he's going to have a high volume day. But also, right, they limited on the offensive line. They have some injuries with their tackles as well. Tyrone Tracy, their young running back, he played well versus Dallas the first game. He's probably going to try to get that ground game going to help out Drew Lock, right? So they have some guys, Wando Robinson. So offensively, they're not a bad team. And Cowboys fans, you have to remember, the Cowboys were fully healthy. And we were struggling versus the Giants. I mean, if Malik Neighbors makes that catch, doesn't get that concussion, things might be looking a little different right now in Dallas. You know what I'm saying? So don't think this is going to be a pushover game. Now, for me personally, I want to see something that maybe not a lot of people in Dallas are looking at. But here's what I'm looking at, y'all, particularly. The Dallas Cowboys last week, they were the underdog. Nobody gave them a chance to win. Nobody picked them to win. Hell, Jay Tuck even faded them in his damn self, right? So nobody believed that the Dallas Cowboys could go on the road and beat Jaden Daniels and the Washington Commanders. So I felt like last week they were able to go out there. They just played free, right? They played free-spirited. And what I noticed last week, players were just having fun again. You know, I feel like with the Dallas Cowboys this season, everybody's been tense, from the head coaching to the ownership and Jerry Jones, but down to the players and even the fan base. Everybody's just been veins bulging out your necks and your veins, right? You know what I'm saying? Like veins everywhere, right? Everybody's just been so tense. So I felt like last week there was no pressure. There was no pressure. Just go out there and perform, right? Because they're massive underdogs. You saw the defense flying around. Overshown doing his thing. Kendrick's doing his thing. Chauncey Golston getting an interception, right? So you saw the players just having fun again, right? Playing loose, playing free. Now we get to today, and now everyone is picking the Cowboys to win. Unanimous decision, money line. Vegas is putting tons of money on the Cowboys to win this game, and everyone's picking the Cowboys and Cooper Rush because the Giants are in Shadur tank mode. They don't even care about this game. I want to see, is this going to be the game where now the Cowboys get sloppy? Now we have miscommunication. Now we have some turnovers. Like, how do we fare out when we're the favorites versus the underdogs, right? Because I feel like when it comes to the Dallas Cowboys, not just this season, but just historically, it's a mental thing, right? I personally like the Cowboys when they have their backs against the wall. When everyone is singing their praises and everyone's flying around and screaming, "We them boys," and this is their year, they take their eyes off the ball. And when I got to interview Coach Prime last Saturday night, he mentioned something, and I'm stealing this from Coach Prime. He says that we got intoxicated by our success. And I feel like if there's anyone that gets drunk off their success, is the Dallas Cowboys. So now we're talking about extended Mike McCarthy and this and that and sounds from the sidelines, and you see players all over Twitter. And it's just, do not go out there and grab them cans and start getting drunk off your success, right? Because I know Jerry went on the radio and said the Cowboys still have an opportunity to make the playoffs. Make the playoffs and do what? Make the playoffs and do what? You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, all right, cool, right? But let's not get intoxicated by our success. The Cowboys need to go out there and execute and continue to stack, and particularly I'm looking at our younger players, right? Mozzie Smith had a good game the first game versus the Giants. Mozzie Smith had a good game last week versus Washington. Do it again, young fella. Jalen Tolbert's been here versus the Steelers. He got in last week, right? Continue to stack days, right? Luke Schoonmaker, right? I picked him up on my fantasy team. Luke Schoonmaker is playing solid, right? So you're seeing some of those younger players starting to kind of turn the corner a little bit, even in Kevontae Turpin, right? Continue to stack days. Now, defensively, I feel like our defense is starting to gel under Mike Zimmer. I know I've been up and down about Mike Zimmer. I know a lot of you watching's been up and down about Mike Zimmer, right? But for the most part, I feel like they're starting to gel a little bit, but it's too late to apologize. It's too late. You know what I'm saying? It's too late, but maybe Mike Zimmer is brought back next year and we can build off of that. But you're seeing young guys like Josh Butler, right? Josh Butler, I did the film session on the channel. Check that out, right? Josh Butler, undrafted guy, USFL guy. If you watched the show All-American, he was on the show All-American, right? The Dallas Cowboys brought him in, elevated him off the practice squad, and he's been balling out. So can you continue to have another good game? Don't get drunk off your success, right? Kevontae Turpin, phenomenal game last week. Let's continue that, right? Defensively, Micah Parsons, since he's been back, I feel like Micah Parsons is the straw that stirs the drink, right? Our defense looks completely different, naturally so, with Micah Parsons on the field. So then you have Micah Parsons, but you also have DeMarvion Overshown. Eric Kendricks is the tackling machine right now. And like I said, you have Chauncey Golston playing well. I think Marshawn Nealon's going to be out, but then you get Deron Bland back on the backside. Jay Lewis having a phenomenal season as well, right? So you have some of those guys, and then you sprinkle that in with the Carl Lawson. You sprinkle that in with the Linval Joseph. Our defensive unit is starting to find some continuity, so continue that. Don't start to get lazy. Don't start to get sleepy now, and go out there, battle, execute, and go home to your family and get a plate. You know what I'm saying? That should be the Cowboys model day. Go eat and then go get it home and get a plate, right? Go out there and eat. Don't make this a sloppy game going into the fourth quarter. You're only up by 1 and you're only up by 3. Like, no, this is a game. Even without Dak Prescott, the Dallas Cowboys should go out there and handle easily. But will they? I do not know. So my prediction for the game, I said this last night, I have the Cowboys winning 17-10, right? But hopefully they can separate, continue to stack days, and get prepared for whatever might happen for next season. Because I'm not going to lie to y'all, fam. I'm not Jerry Jones. Playoffs? You talking about playoffs? Are you kidding me? So it's your boy J Tuck. Comment, like, subscribe, follow the channel, follow us on Roundtable Sports, the NFC East show every Thursday. They didn't want to do the NFC East show this week because it's Thanksgiving. No, Commanders fans, I do not care. Y'all gonna hear from me next week. Y'all will hear from me loud and clear next week, man. But subscribe to the channel, y'all. And once again, everyone have a great, safe, blessed, thankful, appreciative Thanksgiving. Once again, I appreciate all you guys. And also, before you go, be sure to check out our sponsors in BetUS. Use the code YouTube150 to get your bonus deposit so you can win some money, because Black Friday is tomorrow and we need to go out there and get those bags, man. So I want everyone to stay safe, stay blessed, stay encouraged, stay thankful. Let's go Cowboys. Peace.